skydiving when I text you. Rose petals on the floor outside your bedroom. Sunshine whenever you smile, it's the best view.
Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Windows Server 2016 series. Today we're going to be configuring DHCP, so let's just hop right into it. Now, in episode 2, just a recap, we set up Active Directory and we created our computers group policy. We are going to create more group policies, but I just want to do that when the computer, which is going to be Windows 10, is joined to the domain. So that's when we'll create more group policies. Okay, right, so the first thing we're going to do is hop into CMD and do ipconfig. Here you can see we've got 10.0.2.15. For our subnet mask, we've got 255.255.255.0. And then for our default gateway, we've got 10.0.2.1. So we're going to go ahead and close command prompt here. And the first thing we're going to want to do is to open control panel. Go to network and internet, network and sharing center, change adapter settings, and then click on the adapter that hosts your internet, and then go ahead and click on properties. So you're going to see IPv4. I have disabled IPv6, so you're going to go ahead and, uncheck IPv6 and move on. We're going to change this to use the following IP addresses. So if you remember, ours was 10.0.2.15. If you want to go ahead and check that, you can go ahead and run CMD again and type in ipconfig. As you can see, ours was 10.0.2.15. So here we're going to do 255, 255, 255. And then here we want 10.0.2.1. Now for your DNS server, you're going to want something like your router. Mine's 192.168.0.1, as yours probably is. So go ahead and just click on OK and close that off. I'm going to disconnect you from the internet for a second, and then it'll bring you straight back, hopefully. Okay, so go ahead and exit command prompt, and just close those windows there. Now we're all good to install the DHCP role, so go ahead and hop over to the server manager, add roles, go ahead and click on next there, next again, next again. And you want to find DHCP server, go ahead and add the feature. It might pop up with this, that's because we haven't restarted yet. So what we can do just to make sure that everything is okay is do a quick restart, so let's go ahead and do that. Just to make sure that everything is okay. Okay, so the network looks to be fine. Let's go ahead and log in and see what it tells us. And then click on our little network icon down here. Okay, so we've got, oh, never mind. We're connected to the ionlab.intern. Good. So that means that we can start installing DHCP. Oh, clicked too early. We're going to go ahead and click next there, next again, and add DHCP, add feature, and yeah, there you go, the error's gone. Now, I did forget to do one thing, which was disable DHCP on the VirtualBox network, so after we've installed DHCP, we'll shut down the Windows server, and we'll go ahead and disable DHCP for the entire network. So we do have the little flag icon, but like I said, before we start, committing any changes to the server, we've got to go ahead and shut it down and disable DHCP over the network. Because we don't want DHCP handing out IP addresses when the server's going to be handling it. So we're going to go ahead and hop over to Tools here, and you'll hop over to Network. You want to go into the NAT Networks setting. And you can see here, Iron Lab Network. This is the one we created in the first video. We want to uncheck this Enable DHCP setting here and click on it. Then we're going to boot back up the server. So we're now back on the server with DHCP disabled over the network. So now what we should be able to do is log in and configure DHCP over the server instead. So that way the server can hand out the IP addresses. See if network is fine. Yours to be okay. Server manager should do is keep that alert, hopefully. When it starts up. We've got the flag up here, so go ahead and click on that. Then you can see it'll say configure DHCP, or well, complete DHCP configuration, sorry. On that. Click on next. And then it should say something like this. Just click on commit. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna hope that was just like a miscommunication there, and that DHCP didn't fail. And that it's just authorized again, because I did have a failed attempt of this video, so let's just hope that that's just a mess. We're going to go into Tools here, and we're going to go over to DHCP. Okay, so once you open DHCP here, yours should look something like this. So you want to go over to Server Options, right-click and click on Configure Options here, and then you want to check Router, and you want to add the router, so that's 10.0.2, I think it is 10.0.2.1 actually, yeah. Let me check that. Yep, 10.0.2.1 is our router for the DHCP. So click on OK there. Ignore the fact that there was already something there. I did do a failed attempt of this, so just ignore it all. So I'm going to call this the iron scope here. Sorry, I didn't walk through that, did I? So you want to right click on here, do new scope, and click on next. And then let's just call it the iron scope. So just something you'll remember. 10.0.2.100, 10.0.2.200. Alrighty, so just set this here to 255, and press enter. We're not going to exclude anything, just click next. For router, that was 10.0.2.1. Next. Domain name and DNS server. Well, we want our DNS server to be... I'm not sure what the DNS server should be. I think it'll be fine if we remove this one and make it our actual domain server. I'm not sure though, so we'll see how that works out. Using that, so that way that should start up that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now that DHCP is configured, is I'm going to do a cheeky restart, actually. Well, let's go ahead and log in here. Click on network. And that looks fine. Okay, right, so now that that's done and out the way, we're going to hop over to VirtualBox here. Let's get the server out the way now. We're going to hop over to VirtualBox here. We're going to go to our Windows 10 client. And we're going to hop over to the settings, network, and we're going to change this to NAT network and put it on our Iron network. Now let's just check that all our servers are started up, which they indeed have, including DHCP. So that's all very good. Let's go ahead and start up our Windows 10 client. Alrighty, let's log in as admin. So I've just set this up so the user's name is admin, and that's as far as I went. Did a little bit of personalization, but that's about it. Everything about this Windows 10 Enterprise is as it would come when you installed it. That little network icon. So we are connected to the ironlab.internal. That's how you know it's already picked up our domain name. And we're all good. So let's go ahead and run CMD here and see what IP address we've got. So we've got connection specific DNS suffix is the ironlab.internal. And then that's the link local IPv6 address there. And the IPv4 is 10.0.2.100. So already it gave us just 100 straight off the bat, which is good because we know it's working then. So let's go ahead and join to the domain. So this is the real test. Can we join to the domain? So go to this PC here, File Explorer, go to Properties, and we want to do Change Settings, and Change. And there we go, it's picked us up. So we're going to type in our administrator account here and admin. Close that off. I hope I spelled that all right. Yay, there we go. So it looks like that that failure on DHCP was just a miss. So let's just go ahead and restart this now. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, on our network, we're still under that. And if we go to other user here, let me just quickly show you that it is correctly working. So if we just hop over to tools here and we go Active Directory users and computers. Let's just say we use, let's use System Administrator. Let's use that one. So we're going to type in sysadmin here. There you go, System Administrator. Will log us on. Hopefully. And yeah, we've been logged on as the system administrator. And here is where your computer would display and pop up once you've joined the domain. So you can go ahead and move this into the computer's OU there, and it will get all its policies. But we're going to do that in episode 4. So hope you've all enjoyed this episode today. I hope you all learned something. Again, I've recorded this a couple of times, so sorry if things look a little bit different on my end to what you guys might see. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. See you in episode 4.